What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp here with a name you know. You know him because we spoke a couple years ago in Toronto at Summerslam. Here we are.
What year was that?
It was 2019. And
Forever ago.
I know, and I remember a specific line. You're like, I'm going to try to finagle my way onto the SummerSlam card. Since then, you have had an incredible Survivor Series showing. You won the Royal Rumble. You won the WWE title. You beat Brock Lesnar. You main evented WrestleMania and numerous pay-per-views since. I don't think you have to finagle your way on anything anymore.
I don't know. I've been WWE champion twice and had the title over 300 days, but I've not held it in front of fans once. So I need to get my third championship for the first time in front of fans. So I got some serious finagling to do because apparently I can't challenge the current champion, Lashley, because after him and MVP screwed me over at Hell in the Cell, I signed that little contract saying I can't fight for the title. So I'm just going to have to keep kicking butt, doing some serious finagling so I can get my title back.
Right now, that finagling's coming with Jinder Mahal. Now, it looked like last year when he returned, like that might have been the path. And you guys have had very unique but similar paths. When he went down with that injury last year, was a part of you like, man, I really wish this was happening? Because you all have shared an awful lot, positive and negative.
Yeah, I was disappointed when he went down with the injury because one, he's a friend, and two, I felt like we had a lot of cool stuff we could have done together. Thankfully, he's got himself healthy now, he's looking in the best shape of his life, and we're about to have a huge match at SummerSlam. I mean, you think about our history and the opportunities we both got when we were in our early 20s and it didn't work out, 3MB together, fired, having to figure ourselves out, taking two different paths outside WWE, and with myself kind of taking over the independents, etc., and himself returning to WWE just as a body and seeing that as his opportunity and making the most of it and becoming both WWE champions, and now to be fighting each other on the biggest stage, fans coming back, over 40,000 people, Allegiant Stadium, it's incredible. I'm happy for Jinder. I've heard all the trash he's been talking. He's going to take down Drew McIntyre and the likes. That's cool, man. I appreciate the confidence. You worked hard, but don't be silly now. I'm the guy that took down Lesnar, Goldberg without even trying, Orton, and the who's who. I'm an absolute freaking savage, and he's getting reminded over the past month just how truly violent I can be it Shanky with a couple of chair shots or swinging a legit sword at his face.
Is it hard for you to not nod your head when you hear his theme, though? Because his theme is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty catchy. It was playing yesterday when I was at one of my appearances, and I was listening to it in the back, and I was like, man, we need to cut that crap. He's supposed to be a bad guy. Can't be having cool music as a bad guy. That's like one of the bad guys. That's like, I'm a bad guy, but, give me likes and put me over for being a bad guy, which is not really a bad guy, by the way.
I see, and I saw you go off about it, Broken Dreams. You're like, it's going to come back one day, and everybody better know the words to it. Is that a conversation you have had with WWE?
Yeah, I've mentioned it a couple of times, and we do own the rights to it. We do have the song. I guess it's a case of when the time is right, it's going to happen. But because I've been hearing about it literally every week for years and years and years, especially towards the bigger events, like I've heard about it leading up to SummerSlam here constantly. Every WrestleMania I hear about it constantly. So anyone that's in that audience, when it finally happens, better have some kind of, you saw what happened with Jericho's music the other night. Everybody better know that song, better be singing along every single word, or I'm going to have to go back my tail between my legs and go, all right, I guess.
It seems it's like the perfect pre-match video song too, to play over your history too, yes. Because it's almost like, in a way, it kind of predicted the course of your career, like the tone of it and all that, and how you overcame everything.
Yeah, it does. And we used it briefly in my NXT title match with Bobby Roode. It's the only time we've ever used it since I came back. And it would be perfect for a build-up video. But I think if we're going to do it, it'd be really cool to just go full blast with it, full tilt with it, have it as the entrance song for that night. And we know it's going to probably trend, and everyone better know the words. And then we can maybe put it up for sale, because it was really successful back in the day. I remember I was 24 at the time, and the head of the music came up to me and told me your song's rivaling Cena's at the time. It's that popular, and it was such a cool song, and it was such a mark. I listened to it in the gym at the time all the time. Definitely don't do that now.
Sheamus yelled across the room earlier that you iron your suits blindfolded. You all have went back and forth. He has said, how can he do so much media? He's not interesting. You have said the face mask is a vast improvement over his actual face. Any responses? Basically, I'm fishing for a headline, Drew.
I don't know what to say to him. Old Sheamus a little jealous that nobody wants to talk to him. He's so excited that we need a bunch of bodies for this event because there's so much media. I know Drew McIntyre can only do so much, even though I am working from morning to night proudly. By the way.
He had to adopt a dog to get into one of your interviews recently.
Exactly. Legit had to get another dog, which is great. Like it's awesome. He's adopting so many pets. That's the one nice part about him. You know, it's great. When it comes to looking after animals, rescuing animals. But he's a terrible human being. He's just so jealous. So Sheamus gets jealous of old Drew, the bigger brother who was champion 6 billion times. Old Drew get fired over here, forgets about that part, and I finally get some in the limelight. Kicks me in the head. That's how jealous he is. Speaking
of good people, I've heard that you're a Special Olympics ambassador now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They caught me by surprise last night. We had, a Special Olympics event last night. First time in person. I've been working with Special Olympics a couple of years now, mostly through Zoom. We've done some incredible things together, created some workouts for the athletes so they can do it at home since everyone couldn't be together. And we all got together, had a great time. Like Sheamus was there, of course. Titus, Charlotte, Sarah Schreiber. We played some bocce ball or something it's called.
Ah, nice.
I got a silver medal, and I would have won if Schreiber didn't cheat. But it was such a great event, and then the athletes surprised me at the end by naming me their official champion brand ambassador, or champion ambassador. And I honestly, to be truthful, when they started the speech, I thought it was a Sheamus prank, and they were going to slime me or something to put on the internet. But then as the speech went on and the tone changed, I was trying to control the waterworks, and it was very special, very meaningful to me, and I'm very excited for what the future holds.
Drew McIntyre, thank you so much for taking the time. Until next time, guys, we're out.
Sheamus is still talking to him. So most of the people here we brought here for show. They don't even have their cameras plugged in or their microphones plugged in. They're just entertaining them.
Sheamus is pretending to talk to people. Yes. Yeah. This is all a charade to make Sheamus feel better.
Sad sack over there. Yeah, we should have another match though. Now there's live fans back. That is one thing we need to do. It's like Sheamus and I beat the crap out of each other, committed crimes on each other, to be honest, with no fans there. So we should have a match with fans. We'll come back to that.
Hopefully we do. Until next time, guys, we're out.